save the parameters for two boards, for the M1 and for the M92. Now I am going to save all the parameters to the small. Look, save part. Obviously choose a folder, okay, and normally I write the serial number of the unit, the date, and finish story. Look. Okay, the extension is the same, always the same, point PAR, okay? Parameters file saved, where? C users, my name, desktop, T speed, okay? And press OK. Before carry on, R2, I forgot to tell you. In automatic, the system saved two different type of file, PAR and SFC. Okay, and you will reload the same, 1, 2. The only difference when you are loading the part, first of all choose the SFC extension and then reload with the PAR extension, okay? Both, clear? Now, before save the other, I go to check 1 and 2, okay? Now, open the M92 folder. You must to log it in before save, okay? Save part, same story, desktop.
Buka dulu layarnya baru save.
Yeah, thank you. Good. Oh, okay. Okay, this one, the limiter board, the BPE, has one file only, in difference of the M1. Check. Okay. Finish story, and you can put it in your database. As guys, is very important because can happen everything. For example, you burn a board, you replace the board, you cannot to open the board because it's broken, I don't know. You replace the new ones. Remember that when you order some parts from Italy, you know better than me, inside any board that there are firmware and software. The firmware normally is the board. Normally is shipped already with the correct firmware inside. Okay, but anytime with the parameters as well if we have. But if we don't have and you save in your store, you reload the software then. Okay, if the firmware is wrong, you don't do nothing. Okay, anyway, we have a second chance. For example, could be some customers has hybrid parts. For example, the M92 board is the same for all the smaller unit and the medium unit. You have a 30 machine in your radius around. You want to keep in your store 10 boards hybrid empty. We can and you can load the firmware and load even the software by yourself. Obviously, for the firmware, ask us before because we have all. okay, you cannot to save the firmware. It's impossible. The firmware we have, okay. You can only load with now I show you only, okay, when you are, for example, I close completely, okay. Where I go to, I want to read what there is inside the firmware, inside the board. For the M1, okay, let me. Paper, click on. You choose the model, obviously. Don't print, don't click on connect, click on the paper. Okay, now, next passage, refresh, and select the COM port, okay? If you don't find at the first connection, change port, okay? Connect. Connected. Now I am reading the firmware. I can choose, in this case I want to read, it is a showed master, but if you click on read all, the system read all. Now, master, this is the name of the actually firmware installed for the master. Okay, we have the name, the name of the firmware. This is the date.
Version, okay.
4504. Okay, this is a production number. And other number that you don't need to. Testing date, okay. Serial number, very important, check it. And I can, every board in CAN bus has an ID, has a program inside a firmware. So, slave 2 in the cage. Okay, same story. Bootloader, you know what is the bootloader. Normally, we give you, if you order hybrid boards, could be that you don't have the firmware, but you have absolutely the bootloader for what? Because with the bootloader, you can install the board on the machine, switch on the machine, and load the firmware directly. Without the bootloader, you must have special cable for connect to the board, but it's a no sense because you need to have 3, 4, 5 types of cables. Okay, but normally we give we will give the boards absolutely with already set with the bootloader. Okay, slave 2, I repeat, in the cage. Slave 3 in the frame. The name of the board is CS140 with it depends from the EEPROM brand. I don't remember the name, not Samsung. Okay, don't matter. If we provide, because now we are changing type of EEPROM on the name of the board is always the same, but change the EEPROM and consequently change the firmware. For you is not a problem. Could be a problem only if you have the older one with the older EEPROM and you found and we give you the new version with the new EEPROM. But don't be afraid. All is explained inside. If you receive the new board with the new EEPROM, you will have the correct firmware already installed. Don't worry. Slave 4, fanculo. Sorry. The slave 4, there isn't here because this unit don't have the automatic stabilization. Okay, finish story. different if you close here. You want, I show you only, don't make it by yourself, call us before. If you needed to load the firmware, the resistance, okay, here, the same procedure. First of all, choose which kind of board you want to load. M1, for example, okay? Refresh, choose the port, connect. Then, flag here, you have already in your laptop the new file with the firmware. Choose the correct file and download. Then, stop. When finished, the system advice, okay, upload complete. You close here. Don't need to be saved, nothing, okay? Very important. Turn off the electronic system. Switch again, and again the paper, and you go to read if the machine keep the new firmware. Because in the file you have the name, okay, the name complete, and you compare if the machine accepts this. It's difficult to explain. To do 1 minute, okay, guys. Nothing more. We save all. This machine is finished, complete.
So if you want to load back all you saved it, parameter, go connect. Okay.
Load par, the same process at the reverse. Load par, choose the because I repeat, on the M1 we have two extensions. From the in the window, see the downside, you can choose the folder. Choose the par folder, load. Then load par SFC folder, okay, extension, okay, load, okay, and save at the end. We have, I speak now, but we have all the instruction written on the papers, on the PDF file for this. We have all. For the M1, for the slaves, and even for the M92. Remember that I suggest this. I don't have the code with me, but it's better that to buy this cable. This cable is the cable for modify the firmware on the M92. Normally never happen, but I repeat, if you don't have possibility to have the board, you can connect this, and we have a special software even for this, only for your information, okay? But if you want to try with the M1 or the slaves, okay, if you need to do something strange on the M92, it's better that you contact us before, because it's a long process and it's a limiting device, so we want to check. Stop.